everybody. Good morning or good afternoon or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Happy Thursday. Welcome back to my stream. I am very sorry that I'm late. It's been one of those mornings. And while I'm at it, I'm going to apologize in advance for leaving early later because I've got an appointment to get to, so I'm going to be doing a 2 hour, well, an hour and 49 now, as opposed to our typical three and maybe 3 minutes. Hi, everybody. I want to thank Dark Hill for a 12-month resub. Appreciate it very, very much. Hello, Miss Kira and Hazel. Anonymous Gifter giving out a gift sub to Anchor Jim. And Tofu Wizard with a brand new Prime sub. Thank you very much. Finally done with the egg grind. Still no carpet. Blast is what I say to that. Blast the luck. There's still time. I'm a bunny and I can't mount as a bunny. Speaking of the carpet, I have no time to lose. I have 17 characters to do. And none of them have done the duck yet today. So we are going to, that's my whole plan, is to drink coffee, try to become a functioning human being, which is, you know, like kind of a longer project, but, and kill this duck as many times as we can fit so that I might get one flying carpet, a noble carpet with a bunny on it. Or a ducky, I guess. No bunnies. Alright, here we go. Group finder groups. Let's go. Thought hype. No carpet, but I got 2 love striders from eggs. Can you sell them or do those soul bind? Because that could be worth some gold. Managed to get to almost level 35 in D4. Nice. Carpet my 3rd try today. Think they increased the drop. That's what I heard, but I also heard that they increased it like before yesterday. So if true, I've already managed to have one unlucky day without it, but that's okay. There's more days and there's more characters and we'll see. How do you feel about the duck toy appearances taking 6 years to get? Which color did you pick this year? I don't mind it, but not because I approve of the tactic. I'm just kind of apathetic about the whole situation. I know that I don't really use most of my toys very often. And when I do use it, I don't know if I'm going to be ruining the fact that I don't have more colors to become. I do wish that your alts could, like, you know, use the thing, but whatever. I picked the mallard duck color, and after having reviewed the models, I'm pretty pleased with that. I think that's a especially cute one. I like lots of them. They're all lovely, but the mallard was right up there. So this is going to be my first loot-filled basket of the day, which theoretically has an even higher chance for the stuff. Potentially the mount. We'll get a good drum roll going here. Grind 500 eggs for another strider to sell after I learned mine. I think that almost any of the cosmetics that you can buy in the vendor can also drop from the egg. So the strider, the bunny pets. All right. Oh, it worked! There we go! On my 21st attempt. And also my first one of the day. One noble flying carpet for me. I guess I don't. No, I still need to do the ducks because I need transmog. But I will take it. Woo! So now what? I need to do the ducks on more characters for the rest of the transmog. I'm missing the dress and oh, hang on a moment. No, I'm all good. I'm missing a piece or two of transmog. I'm pretty sure I have the boots and the pants and the hat, so I think I might need the 2 chest pieces. But we'll double check it all before this whole thing's over. All right. I also have 105 chocolates and I need 250 for the duck pet, the lovely duckling. So if it comes to it, and I have everything from the boss, then I can do chocolate farming to get my pet. No, this transmog that drops from the boss cannot. Let me double check that before I sound all sanctimonious, but I am 98% sure that you cannot get it from eggs and that it is only available from the boss. Yeah, it's not on the vendor. There's different transmog on the vendor, but the new one is from the boss. Another good logget. You like those? I'm going to leave it right there just for you. Duck spawns, or at least the egg to some of the ducks, seems to be about roughly 10 minutes or so. Hoping my first day will be lucky. How can you tell what transmog you have and don't have? Yeah, it's in appearances. When you're tracking a set that is not technically like an official set, it's kind of annoying because you then need to either use another add-on like maybe Better Word Urban Transmog that could potentially have it tracked as a set in a tab, because that's easy, because if you have that and it counts as like one of these things, then you can see all the pieces together in your sets tab. But if it doesn't count as a set and you don't have the add-on, or maybe the add-on doesn't count it, then you're in appearances items and you're looking for the specific item under whatever it specifically is, which is functional but kind of annoying, especially if you don't know the name of the item exactly, because you can kind of sort of search them via other search terms like by source, but is spotty. I don't trust it. I don't believe. Custom find the group. Checking to see. I thought that said Noble Garden, but it said Norbron. Something different. Morning nerds, bullying duck still? Yeah, however, I did get, did I even learn it actually? I got it. I got the Noble Flying Carpet. I did learn it, that's good. Set favorite. We are up one mount. I'm in it for the transmog now. We can be that person who's on the mount waiting for the boss. Yeah, these groups are where it's at. Although there is I guess I don't need it because the egg is about to be right there. The Infringed daily in the list today? Maybe, but if I run out of time, then I run out of time. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. I'm having one of those days where I'm trying to lower my expectations, because otherwise everything's just gonna melt into a puddle of toxic waste. Why are we still killing the duck then? For transmog, I need the rest of the transmog sets. I got them out before I finished both of... I need the dress, and then I think the chest piece. I need the duck. We're killing the duck, because Hazel says we are. Oh man, if Hazel jumped off a bridge and said that there was a mount at the bottom. Coffee good. Coffee helps. You think they would make it so it could be used year-round? What? The mount surely can be. I would be very surprised if the mount was limited to just this event. Some of the transmog can't be used year-round, but I think that the set that we're grinding now can. I guess I don't know that. I guess I'm assuming that, but I would be surprised if this set was like turned off after Noble Garden the same way that like the bunny years do. Nope. Just an egg. Would you go bungee jumping off a bridge for a super cute pet? It depends. Are we talking an IRL bungee jump for a digital pet? IRL bungee jump for an IRL pet? Digital bungee jump for a digital pet. Because I think a digital bungee jump is just anything. That's not a big problem. IRL jump, digital pet. Is it free? And will someone give me a ride to and from the venue? And then also buy me an ice cream. Because, I mean, yeah. I don't... Can't see the dress in the appearance tab, only the shirt. You get a ride, no ice cream. Yeah, I would do it. That'll be a nice ride. Oh. Dragon riding an Elwyn is no fun. Not the way I do it. I'm sure you just have to get above the trees and it's fine, but clearly all neurons are not firing. Threshold for bungee jumping. I'm talking a big game because it sounds pretty safe, like you're attached. You know, it sounds reasonable. I would bungee jump well before I skydived. got another mount. I wonder how many of those we're gonna stack up. Alright. Let this be a testament to the drop rate, I suppose. Does it have to be top-end ice cream, like salt and straw, or like a Klondike bar? I like the, I would take like the ice cream cones, the pre-wrapped ones are pretty good as long as it's got like the cone attached to it. You know what I mean? Like a drumstick. I used to like those a lot. How about shaved ice? No good. Too cold. Don't need the mount. What are you farming? Transmog. No, I've never ever been bungee jumping. It's not the kind of thing I would seek out. I'm not really an adrenaline junkie or a thrill seeker. It is... I don't have any real desire to ride roller coasters or, like, do anything thrilling in the adrenaline sense. They just upset me. It's not like I've never been on, like, a ride. I just don't see the point of it. My life distresses me enough, and it's boring. Like, I can get all of those chemicals just from thinking about, like, I don't know, turning left onto a busy street. I don't need roller coasters. Would you ever home make your own ice cream? Maybe, but I think it's a couple of steps lower. Like, there's other things that I would home make before I hit ice cream, on account of ice cream being something that I think I want, but I actually don't want very often. Like, whenever I buy ice cream, I'll have it once, and then the rest of it sits in my freezer forever and gets freezer burnt. Because it's too cold. It's too cold. Let's see if we can find a group for this. Wow, that person's like really upset. Would you skydive for the rooster mount? No, I don't think so. Does opening geodes on Stardew count as adrenaline inducing? Nah. Frozen custard, opposite of frozen yogurt. Horrible for you, very tasty. Sounds good. You only want it after bungee jumps. Yeah. Yeah. No, I've never had deep fried ice cream. I had a deep fried Mars bar and deep fried Oreos. Definitely the Oreos. Maybe not the Mars bar, actually, but I had deep fried Oreos in Portland. And I think that satisfied my desire to try any other novelty deep fried products. I was pretty much set after that. But a sailplane ride could be your kind of fun. Soaring like an eagle without the annoying sound of an engine. I'm just, like, I feel like I have enough fun. I have lots of fun. I don't need more fun. Deep fried Oreos are a high I've been chasing since. It tasted kind of nice in a perverse sort of way. And then it hit me like a brick to the stomach. Like, it did not sit well. I just can't digest stuff like that, which is probably for the best. It's not something I'm looking to change about myself. Fun is limited in a zero sum after all. You know, I think you're joking, but I think there's actually probably some truth to that. You know, depending on how we define fun, if it's a neurological state brought about by, like, neurotransmitters or various chemicals, you very well may have a limited supply of those before you gain tolerance to whatever the fun-inducing stimulus was and are no longer having fun. Fried Twinkies taste like disappointment. Same salty sweet mix that makes me like chocolate-covered pretzels. I've had deep fried cheesecake once, and I feel like that's something you should have only once in a lifetime. Hey, look, can you show me where the enable mount drop for streamers is in this UI, please? Okay. Let's see. I want the dress. I mean, I want to finish. I guess I can probably reinstall or re-enable Better Wardrobe just so I can take a look. I'm hoping that they have it. The new sets on their tab. I just want to take a look at what I'm missing still. Damien Hellfire, thank you for the 4-month resub. I'm joking for the record. Fun is zero sum is what I say when playing Magic with my friends. Oh, okay. Had a chocolate chimichanga once. I think that was the apex of fried novelty desserts. Trying to find it in ATT, can't find it there. Yeah, I might have to just double check off of like the Wowhead list. I know I don't have the dress because I would remember getting the dress. Nope, no luck that time. Sets are in better wardrobe. Okay. Alright, duly noted. Let's pop in, log out. And then add-ons. Alright, I killed it. I gotta get it back again. Luckily for me, I had... I've been updating my classic add-ons, not my retail add-ons. That's why I have so many out-of-date add-ons. Let's install this again. And... I'll pop it on once I log in. Aw, thanks, Harry Babes. So let's see. First of all, first question. Is it here? It is. Is it turned on? It is not. And now, yeah, there we go. So now we have the extra tab, and we can see a whole variety of things. Some of this stuff is, like, not even obtainable. Like, the blue Love Witch set I don't think ever hit the store. Yeah, I have one half of the Dandelion set. Okay, so yeah, I need the Spring Reveler's turquoise dress. And then the belt and the pants, apparently, is what I am missing for all of this. I wonder if it's going to drive me nuts that I bought the dress and not the yellow hat. But I'm not going to wear the yellow hat. It was extra trader's tender. I'm being cheap. Do you think it's a mistake to wait until pre-patch to implement the new transmog rules? I think that statement presupposes that they have them all ready to go perfectly functioning and they're just not hitting the deploy button because they don't wanna. I think it's entirely possible that it's not ready and that there's probably a reason they hold big feature and systems changes like that for major patch launches. Dress is A+ on Barnacles. Looks radiant in that dress. Skywitch slays on it. Slays girl? I think that's a new phrase for me. I've heard slays. I've not heard slays girl. It almost sounds like it's gone so far around the Yassify meter that we've come back around to violence on women. New transmog rules like being able, not rules, but acquisition rules, like being able to learn a plate transmog when you loot it on a leather character. Maybe it'll be the Warm Within Cloth leveling set. I don't know it'll be in the store. Some reason I like Azerothian Archives more now that's not current content. Now I'm trying to go for the meta. Yeah, I didn't hate it. I haven't stuck with it all the way, but I liked a lot of the mods from it. No, we don't have a pre-patch release date. Do you think there is a scrapped Drust raid tier in Shadowlands? No. Drustvar is... I mean, I guess there were Drust enemies in Shadowlands, but for a moment I'm like, why isn't Drustvar VFA? But I have no idea. Decided to slowly chip away the Mog, doing it once a week. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I need to remember to do it this week. It takes like 8 minutes. It's like the fastest thing ever to do. You just have to remember to do it at the right time. Which is now, technically, actually. Should I? Should I just go do it now? It's literally up now. I'm thinking about it right now. I wonder if I can make it there in time. Probably. Takes a couple minutes to like actually spawn. Can't believe my last meta achievement is to get all the legendary picks. That one can be surprisingly annoying. Not that you know this, but that one's a sneaker stinker. It's a sneaker stinker because you have to wait for the right quest to be up, and there's no guarantee that they'll come up at any given time. Praying for tomorrow's world quest reset. Okay, alright. So I need to get to Archives, which means I'm going to hearth myself to Valdrakken and take a fast travel, and then zoom my Polyroger there. Inksy is so cute in this, I might die. I was telling that's going to be the bottleneck. No one believed me. How do you know that no one believed you? Did you survey your audience? Do you have empirical data to support that? Wrong mount. Let's do a dragon riding mount, shall we? You know what's funny is I don't really have a good vision in my head of what playing the War Within is going to look like. Something diggy hole. But I know that whatever it is that I'm going to be doing, my gnome is going to be looking real cute. Finish Stormchaser before the Legendary album. All I need is Nat Peggle, Tearhilt Fishing Net unlock. Happy I bothered to get those random achievements long ago. I think next expansion I'm going to be a little more fastidious about them. Am I going to BlizzCon this year? I don't have current plans, but I don't usually decide until they like announce dates and stuff. I will say that staying home felt good. I liked staying home and watching it from here. I don't know that I like made any more content, but I do know that I saved a couple grand just on travel fees, meals, and expenses. Azerothian Archives. I go live on Wednesdays through Sundays, starting at 9 a.m. Pacific, like West Coast time. There should be a schedule attached to the stream somewhere, and maybe in the panels or maybe in a schedule tab that translates that to your local time based on your browser time. If you make a channel point prediction, I have points to burn. A prediction on what? I missed it. I lost it. What's going on? Oh, on BlizzCon. What's your bet? Is your bet that I don't go or that I do go? Because it could really depend. Like if there ends up being something that I'm involved with, which didn't happen last year, but it has happened before. It's not like completely out of the question. Then it would be potentially a different story. 100% that you don't go. Yeah. No, duck farming not done yet, but I figured we were talking about Azerothian Archives and the Big Dig, and I realized I hadn't done it yet, and then I realized that it was literally happening as I was talking about how it only takes like a couple minutes to do. So we're taking a duck break. I did get them out though. I just need 3 more pieces of transmog. Pants, belt, and the dress from the thing. Would you like to see them retroactively add meta achievements for old expansions? I like Ujai's reply of, oh god, no. I think I am leaning towards, dear lord, no. But, yeah, no, I want him going forward. I don't think I want him retroactively. I'm just imagining them making me do the ogres in Blade's Edge and me trying to remember which characters I might have had, like, old currency on from, like, a million years ago. It's not pretty. It's not nice. No, I'm not done with the Eon's Fringe dailies. I didn't remember to do it yesterday, and I might not remember to do it today. And that's okay. Oh. Lucked out with the monks, got everything, 25 tries. Nice. I can't believe Season 4 is coming so soon. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna have to remember how to heal things. I haven't healed like a dungeon or much of a raid night since we stopped clearing Farak. That was a while ago. The profession achievements they added were really popular. They were, but not with me. And I didn't have to do them because they didn't put a mount or a pet on them. You might have to remember how to heal in less than 3 weeks. Why? For what? You see the duos announcement? I sort of heard. I heard the date. I didn't hear anything else. It's tied into patch notes. For Season 4. I thought that's what we were talking about. understand. Sometimes on stream I'll have this experience where I'll say something and then somebody will say, but have you considered, and then the thing that I just said. And then I can't tell if I phrased it wrong the first time, if there's just like a chat delay timing, a miscommunication somewhere, or if I'm losing my marbles. It's you know, like, it's not a big deal, but it happens 1,050 times in a row, and you start to think there's a couple of screws loose. Have you considered miscommunicating with chat's marbles? Just messing with you guys on purpose? Nah, blame chat. The whole point of Tyvan's story was to get him a job, and now we just poach him away. I am truly on a secret agenda to get all dogs retired. I feel like if they're so warm that they're like swaying and keeling over in the hot sun, they might need more than just a hat. You might need some fluids. Nice bottle of water, or like an IV or something. Reminds me, need to rewatch Big Fish. Considering the work we adventurers do, we need an emotional support time there. Do you own any marbles? How can you lose them? I used to own marbles as a kid. I didn't know how to like play any actual games with them, especially because most of the marble games were like multiplayer, and no one was cool enough to play marbles with me. But I liked looking at them because they were pretty. And I would occasionally get one of those little mesh sacks of additional marbles of various sizes. And I liked having and looking at them because they were pretty. And I've on some occasions considered acquiring a few marbles as an adult for basically the same purpose, just because, you know, I don't know. You look at them and then they're pretty, but I feel like I'm just asking to like spill them on my floor and then trip on them like a sitcom. Like, I'm gonna get myself in trouble with that. This is how you get clutter, is when you just go, remember that thing, and then you get that thing without any further thought or consideration whatsoever. Adult version of collecting marbles is collecting paperweights. What if a marble is just a mobile paperweight? Also, are people's papers like flying off their desks? I guess it depends on if you live somewhere that has like fans. When it gets hot here, it just gets hot. There's no movement. There's no air conditioning. You spill them, Moose tries to eat them. Moose will just eat them up. I don't think he would eat marbles. He's been good about not eating rocks, which you'd think is not that big of an accomplishment for a dog, but there are puppies that eat rocks, and they go to the vet and they do the x-ray and it's like, well, you've got gravel in your tummy. Uh-oh. It's like a thing that happens. Really no wind on an island? But I'm indoors! Are all of your desks outside on the beach? It's very windy here, but not inside. Paperweights. Alright, cans and stream. We have wind and fans. Open the window? I don't know. You're letting valuable heat out. You can't just open the windows. You can open the windows during warm hours in the summertime, but if you open the windows any other time, that's energy that you paid for to heat the house that is just bleeding for free out the window. Wish I'm at the beach. Yeah. I like fresh air, but if I want it, I gotta go outside. No. Outside. I went for a run this morning, except that I think I let my headphones that I wear for that completely die and lose their battery. And so they wouldn't work. And then I was like, well, I guess I'll run anyways, because I got out of bed. But I'm not going to be happy about it. I feel like I get very used to having loud thumping music in my ears to distract me from how much everything hurts and how uncomfortable it is to raise your heart rate. If I can't pretend that I'm in a music video, then it's not that it's not worth it, but it's different. It's spookier. You get echoes in your brain. Okie dokie. How many fragments we got? We got 11k fragments? Do we have anything else that we need to use here? Tomes? I don't know, probably not. Was I saving for anything in particular? It's nice that you can shop here now. Yeah, 11,000, 1,300. So yeah, we could buy like a 10k item. I've been working through the weapons. I have the rope. I'm missing like a scooper. Or I could start working on like that color of the outfit. It's a nice color of the outfit. I swear I have magnifying glasses. And like loads of shovels. Is the chisel like a dagger log? I don't know why it's so hard to pick things. I'm not gonna use. It doesn't matter. We're just getting one thing at a time. I just want to get cool stuff, you know. 7, 4. All right, 1 super scooper. Treat yourself. Get 2 5Ks. The Morgue Donator. Thanks for giving out. Oh, tier 2 sub. Wow. Music makes me run way too fast. Podcast works somewhat better. Did 3 minutes in an elliptical on Tuesday. Still hurts to walk. There is a vendor out there now. They hotfixed one in. We get to learn the duos minions in 20 minutes. Ooh. Getting all of it. We're very little. Yeah. That's okay. Barnacles needs to do the duck because we need 3 more pieces of transmog from it. What's the music currently playing? Should be WoW music. I haven't left iTunes on. Nice yellow transmog. Love the robe. Why, thank you. That's the trading post one. Any duck? Duck boss? No duck boss? Oh, eggs incoming anyways. Whenever, I guess I could bet. I could be the person that starts the listing. Sure, I haven't used any of the quote-unquote correct keywords, but that's why I don't search for any keywords. I just look through the whole thing. What is your running music of choice? I mix it up on a day-to-day basis. I often will, like, browse the various Apple Music workout playlists and try those. But I get kind of sick of it because a lot of the running music is also kind of like, I'll put on like dance remixes of things, and house music, and the lyrics kind of make my brain melt after a while. So I've been recently, what I wanted to do today was try their algorithmically selected upbeat playlist to see if I could run to that. And but then my headphones didn't work, so it didn't go so good. I like K-pop workout playlists, but they have to be right. And it has to be something that the algorithm picked for me, because I only want music that I already know. I don't really want new music because I'm boring. Okay. Like, I'm sure there's been plenty of great K-pop like bangers that have come out in the last 5 years, but I don't want anything to do with it because I had a very specific phase and I just want to listen to those things. No luck with that one. Blackpink slaps at the gym. Did you have to fight your social anxiety to start running outside? Huge issue for me with mine. I actually do a little better with running than walking. even though I do all right with walking, because if I'm running, I'm probably not wearing my glasses, so I can't really see people that well. So I'm mainly just dodging them as obstacles as opposed to thinking that they're thinking about me. And then if I'm uncomfortable being around anybody, I just like run faster. It's like great motivation. Like there's somebody on the sidewalk and I have to pass them, and I'm like, oh, all right. And then it's over with. Whereas when you're walking, I'll reroute my entire life to just like get around people that I don't want to pass. CPR playlists make for good workout music. But yeah, I definitely did not run as fast without music, but at least I got outside. That was good. But yeah, my K-pop era was kind of late 2016 through 2019. And it was the big popular stuff at the time. So Blackpink and Red Velvet, NCT and all various assorted subgroups. Or most various assorted subgroups. I like the production that they use for NCT music. So those work good for running. Plus sometimes they have funny lyrics. What am I doing? I'm looking for a duck. Janice is out farming. You poor souls. I like BTS, but I don't go out of my way to put it on. All electronica, all the time for workouts. Hope whatever you were leaving us for today goes well. Oh, thank you. It's not a big deal. I'm not like getting a mortgage or anything like that. Luna, Red Velvet on top. I like club music for the gym. I like the beat and the production of club music, but I can't stand the lyrics. I think that's why I liked K-pop, was because I couldn't understand the lyrics, and therefore I couldn't like judge myself for listening to them, or just not relate so hard that I like can't deal with it anymore. I don't got it. Sounds like the kind of thing a person who's getting a mortgage would say. Yeah, I'm a few steps away from that. I did find another cute house listing that was from 1901. But it had a nice little property. Were you excited when they announced the Overwatch 2 K-pop collab at BlizzCon? No, so here's the thing. Because my phase was 2016 through 19, after that, I fell out of it, and I will not listen to anything that came out more recently unless it's from a group that I already knew. So I, for whatever reason in my brain, will not check out any new stuff. So it didn't mean anything to me. If I hadn't heard of them from that specific era, then they're lost to me. Mostly kidding. Speaking of glasses, I'm apparently getting my first pair of prescription eyeglasses at the age of 43. Any glasses picking tips, being super lightweight is important. I'd say you get used to the glasses that you wear. You'll have an opportunity to try on frames, and I would take your time with that process. Don't feel rushed into anything. Consider whether or not you tend to be rough with your things, because if you are, it's a good idea to admit that to yourself so you can ask for something that's durable. And just for my own comfort, I like glasses that have reasonably large-sized lenses and not super narrow ones, because I don't want big chunky frames in my field of vision. But that's just a personal comfort thing. Everybody's a bit different. Hello, Hazel. Thank you for your streams. Oh, Hello, Pactor. Thank you for being here. If you're at a low values, weight is less of an issue. Thank you for reminding me I have an eye appointment on Saturday. Yeah. And depending on what your prescription is, your options might be different. But I'm assuming that if you're getting your first ever prescription, unless you've been walking around just bumping into stuff like a moth, you're probably not at like an incredibly heavy prescription. If I'm just guessing. I could be totally wrong. I have a very mild prescription, and it's convenient because it means that I have a lot of options in terms of what kind of frames and what kind of lenses they can make them with. Like, I can get my glasses cheaper if I want. I need to update my prescription. Been years. How mild, if you want to share? I don't know the numbers by heart. The eye doctor knows the numbers. I don't know the numbers, but they're different in each eye, and they're not heavy. It's not that bad. I do need them to drive, but like barely, kind of thing. Although I think they've gotten worse since I've gotten used to wearing them. No luck there. Hello from Texas. Hello. Got lazy 2 years. Been incredible. I'm weird though in that I like wearing glasses. I feel more comfortable in glasses than without them. Not physically, because they're glasses. Like, you know, if you take them off, then you can like mush your face into the bed like a slug. But, what am I trying to say here? I like the way that I look with glasses. I feel more confident when I'm wearing them. I don't want that. I don't need any of this. I just go kill duck. That's right. Do slugs do that? I don't know. I've never brought a slug into my bed, but I assume that if I did, it would be yucky. They conceal your secret identity. Don't even think they have beds. It's an untapped market. Slug hotels. I don't recommend bringing a slug into your bed. I remember the first time I touched a slug because I was just trying to remove it from my garden. And I thought, oh, it's no big deal. You know, I don't want to be a squeamish person. I'll just pick it up and chuck it into a different location where it can find someone else's garden to eat. And I did that, and then I was like, okay, that's gross. It's sticky. And then I was like, okay, that's gross. It's really sticky. Like, it's really hard to get slug slime off of your fingers once you touch them, and it like got me real good. I now use a convenient leaf and or gloves and or some other slug removing tool. I no longer will touch them with my bare hands because it was gross. I do like my gardening gloves. I get garden envy. Like, I walk around and I look at people's front gardens, and sometimes they'll have raised beds and stuff, and I'll try and see what everyone's growing, and then I just get green with jealousy. They're all so beautiful. And I mean, my balcony garden looks nice. It's lovely. It's not, I don't hate it. It's just, you know, it's not like a farm. Turn that off. Any luck? No, I have those already. I need the belt, pants, and dress. I need 3 more pieces of transmog that apparently are going to be trickier for me to get than the mount. Want to make a pun with garden envy? I cannot get there. I do think I gained a greater appreciation for slugs, though, after I had my snail phase, because they remind me of snails. They're not snails, but they remind me of them. And snails are kind of cute. Found out that 2 people from my favorite YouTube channel just got married, and I'm flabbergasted with happiness for them. Oh, that's great. Alright. Custom. Find a group. Looking for duck groups. I'd really like to get the turquoise dress. I would mog the heck out of that. Hi, Katie. You been here this whole time? You will get it. I got it 3 times. I've had the hat 4 times. I'm just currently bereft of the dress and the belt and the pants. No mount after 68 tries. Oh, I'm so sorry. I believe in your dream. There's time left still. I think you'll get it. They did a number on the drop rate. I've had 2 of them today. Has Moose shown any interest in clothing yet? Like wearing clothing? What do you mean? Got it on my 66th drop. Making clothing? Weaving? Getting him his doggy loom? Stealing clothes. I think that phase has kind of come and gone, for the most part. He does want socks, but he understands that our socks are not for him. So if he you know, if you give him a look, he'll be like, okay, fine. I was just thinking recently, because this is one of my favorite sweaters, and it's like super cozy and warm, but it's probably at least a little bit delicate. And I was thinking, I was petting Moose this morning while I was wearing it, and I was like, you know what? When he was a puppy, I would have never worn this sweater around him because it would have been in dire danger, because for the first like 3 months that I had him, all of the clothes that I wore around him were like shredded by this land shark that I brought into my home. And, you know, he's grown up a lot because I'm not even worried about it anymore. Yeah, he's a disassembly specialist. Any ducky? Duck. Quack. I need to get him a bigger harness. His current harness is supposedly a large, but it looks like a crop top on him now. And even with the straps let all the way out, it's still, I think it's pinching his shoulders a little bit. I need to buy him an XL. He's practicing disenchanting. Were you walking around dressed like Dobby the elf? A little bit. Honestly, I was gonna, so my whole idea was that after Moose grew out of that, I was going to get rid of the clothes that he had destroyed. And then I was going to replace them. And I did get some new sweatpants after, like later on. But I kind of kept the distressed ones because honestly, I feel really cool in them. It's got a Moose, it's been distressed by Moose, you know? One of a kind, exclusive attention to detail. Next harness is a saddle. Oh dear. I love my muffin so much. You know what's funny is that when he was in his clothes shredding era, he would shred my clothes. My partner's clothes unscathed. I think it was either I was up in Moose's business more when he was a puppy because he was adorable and I couldn't control myself. Or maybe it was the types of clothes that we wear. Because my partner wears a lot of shorts, doesn't wear as many like sort of plush squishy clothes as I do. I wear like a lot of sweats, and maybe they were more appealing than the more like kind of activewear materials that my partner might wear. But in any case, it was just my stuff. No luck. What if Moose just appreciated finer fashion? I'm at the point in my life where my clothing preference is old stuff. A lot of dogs go after women's underwear due to it usually being like silk. I think I've missed a memo here. What do you mean women's under... Alright, we're not going to talk about this for too long because this is dangerous territory. But what do you mean it's usually silk? I wish... How fancy are the women that you know? My goodness. Don't answer that. I don't even have silk jammies anymore. Cotton or bust. I need to get new sheets and I'm really upset about it because I tried really, I researched and I was like, I want this kind of weave and I want this kind of cotton because I wanted them to breathe. And I should have gone for nicer ones because they don't breathe very much. They are cotton, but they're hot to sleep in and it's no fun. Turned you away from silk and jammies. I like comfier, fluffier jammies. Silk pillowcases are good. Yeah. I have a silk cap that I put on my head to go between my hair and my pillowcase. That also, I can pull it down over my eyes to kind of double as a sleeping mask, and that's good. Loss of silk jammies, sad times. I don't know. I don't really miss them. I would wear flannel jammies if it wasn't like way too hot to wear to bed. You would wear a flannel dress to prison. I don't think they let you pick your outfits for prison unless you're just there for a photo op. Linen stuff was retired too? No, the linen bedding is, or do you mean my linen clothes? The linen bedding is my duvet cover. It's not the sheets themselves. My linen clothes are in my summer collection. I just haven't pulled them out yet. I don't have any linen jammies. I feel like they would be breathable but not cozy enough. I might need to get linen sheets. I don't know. I had a set of cotton percale sheets that were perfect, but they were kind of expensive. And like we wore through them in like a year. They didn't hold up very well over time, and I don't want to spend that kind of money every year on sheets. But I slept way better in them. Here's hoping Moose doesn't like linen too much. Bamboo sheets are nice. Yeah, maybe that's the move. Any luck here? No. Do you sometimes worry about your very young demographic? No. Every sign indicates that I don't have a very young demographic. Young people are an outlier here. There are a few of them, and we do try to be generally family friendly, but nah, you guys are largely on average not young. Why are you buying new sheets yearly? Because they break. They wear through. You get holes in them. I saw an aluminum chainmail blanket someone uses to weigh themselves down at night. It might keep you from tossing and turning. Save the sheets. Your washing machine is mean? It's not. It's a front-loading washer. It doesn't have an agitator. I'm gonna change the topic. I'm no longer comfortable with where this is going. I started it and I'm gonna finish it. What else do we got for topics? I complained about being jealous of people's gardens. What's something I can talk about today where I'm not complaining? I think I'm just having a cranky day. New books? I'm reading Men at Arms right now, which is one of the Terry Pratchett Discworld situations. Oh, I'm gonna try making some new food. I had some groceries delivered this morning, and I got some ingredients, and I picked out a couple recipes to try. So I'm gonna try making a butternut squash quiche is one of them, with like a phyllo pastry base. Another one is a palak paneer. I'm going to try and make a homemade version of that and see if it's anywhere close to what I get when I order it. And what was the other one? I have a list somewhere. Did you know that in Australia, they'll know that in Australia they call it, pardon me, butternut pumpkin. I was very confused because this book that I found in like one of the tiny libraries that has all these like quiche and tart recipes and stuff. It uses weird words for things sometimes. Like it was calling peppers capsicums, which is like the Latin name for it or something. And I'm like, how fancy are we trying to be here? What do you mean a red capsicum? And then I looked it up and I was like, yeah, okay, it's an Australian book. Crikey. Because like I'm used to European books. Like we'll sometimes use the French names for things like aubergine and courgette instead of eggplant and zucchini. I'm good with that. I'd never heard the capsicum thing, and the butternut pumpkin thing spooked me because I'm like, do they mean a butternut squash, or is this like a type of pumpkin that I've never heard of before? But I figured it out. So now I'm gonna have to figure out how to peel butternut squash, because every time I do it I come dangerously close to losing fingers. Commonwealth places call bell peppers capsicum. But I live in a Commonwealth country. Maybe in other Commonwealth countries, but at least in West Coast Canada, I have never in my life heard anybody do that unless they were trying to write some kind of like a paper. Any idea how I can get Vol'jin's spear rep? That's a good question. No, I'm not committed to doing the cooking today. Today's kind of like a big, I don't know. It's not a day that I'm expecting myself to feel like it, but we'll see. Usually just bake a butternut squash, scoop out the guts. But I'm supposed to roast slices of it. I have cooked spaghetti squash before. Is it a sheep buying day? No. It's not. It's not. When I was ordering my groceries, I restrained myself, but I was tempted to order a random Squishmallow to see what they brought for me. And then I thought, Hazel, you have enough of them. They're adorable. You don't need any more. You're good. Love the ones you have. Buying plushies will not bring you any closer to home ownership or being a more together person. Bought $15 sheets from Giant Tiger. Keep writing up and off the corner. Thin knife helps with the squash. Chef's knife gets stuck because the stuff is hard AF. I only have one knife. Yeah. This is the plushie that's on my desk today. I rotate them sometimes. I'll like pick a different one from my collection and they'll be like, you're with me on the desk today. And then if I'm going somewhere in the car, it's like, okay, you're going to ride with me in the car today. And then I have little teeny ones that I like hide in my purse. I took a little tiny turtle to come see Dune with me. You can use the one knife to get more knives. What about buying a Lambo instead? That's what I learned from leveling a rogue. Oh. No, my car works good. I appreciate it. I know you keep chapstick stash places. What about nail oil? I had a nail oil phase. It was when I was very into watching Simply Nailogical. And I was following all of her recommendations, and I ended up getting refillable nail oil pens, filling them myself and keeping them everywhere because she did that same thing. And I did that for some amount of time, noticed no difference in my personal life, and eventually never refilled them, and they've been lost to time. It was nice. I have like a cuticle moisturizer, just like a very thick hand cream basically that does good work on my nails, and I keep this in my desk drawer, so in between manicures I'll throw this on and that does a good job. But you could use basically any moisturizer for it. I don't feel like it needs to be nail oil. I don't stamp your nails anymore. I have the stuff to do it, but mostly I've just been painting my nails one color because it's easier and because it's easier. Recognize that jar, the lemon one. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. This is Lemony Flutter Cuticle Butter. I like my Lush stuff occasionally. It's a bit hit and miss, but when you find something good. Wife went through that phase too. Not doing anything for me, but I've learned to associate that smell with bedtime, so that's nice. Sometimes something that is like a personal care ritual like that doesn't have to be actually effective to still be like a really nice thing to do in your life. Sometimes working on your hair, your nails, or like putting on moisturizer before bed, or you know, sheet masks in a hot bath, whatever it is. It doesn't necessarily need to be like scientifically proved to improve a specific thing, because a lot of that shockingly is not. Just the act of dedicating that time and money to doing something nice for yourself that hopefully smells nice, I feel like is a noble pursuit, even if the benefits are arguable. You could, yeah, it's true, you could not use any moisturizer, but I like it. My skincare routine used to be a lot more complicated, and I've calmed it down a lot. Oh, man! What's up with that? Okay, someone else is confused too. It's not just me. I thought that I like listed the group and then it like phased us. What if I ruined it for everybody here? All I was trying to do was invite other people to come. Oh, no. I've never seen that before. But yeah, I used to do like a cleanse and a toner and then like eye serum. I would have like a day and a nighttime eye serum and then a day and a nighttime moisturizer and then like spot treatments. And it was like a lot of money to do all of those things. And I eventually realized that my skin was pretty much the same without the toner and without the eye creams. And yeah, so now like I'll wash my face and I have a daytime moisturizer that has SPF in it and I have a nighttime moisturizer that does not. And that kind of gets the job done for me. Works good. I'm not gonna look like I'm 20 when I'm 50, but that's okay. I think it's a bit spooky anyways. No, I've never done cut massages. I don't get a lot of massages in general. I haven't been massaged in probably 10 or more years. Like, professionally, anyway. How do you feel about your skin health currently? It's good. It's as good as it can be expected to be when it's me. My big problem with my skin is when my anxiety's bad, I have a skin picking problem. So usually what happens is there is a problem that is nothing, and then when I'm anxious, I make it worse. It's a thing that many people struggle with that I also struggle with. So my skin's about as good as it can be expected to be when I'm the one driving it. Raise his hand. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's something that can be worked on, and it's not something you have to live with forever. And I am. All right, I'm not working on it, but working on it is one of the things that's on my list of things to work on. Gonna look craggy old at like 50. And there's nothing wrong with that. I say, let's embrace our right to be ugly. You know what I mean? Fidgeting with other things helps a lot. Yeah. I've been working to kind of identify things that make me more prone to it and things that are specific triggers for it. But also something that's been helping me is just not being as hard on myself when I've slipped up, which happens a lot. Looking forward to it even. And then a lot of things with your skin, change over time. Like, you might have a hard time treating a specific way that your skin is during your 20s, and then when you start aging into your 30s, your hormones change and those problems kind of vanish, and then you get different problems. So if you're frustrated dealing with any specific given thing, it might change later on. And sometimes those changes can be brought on by like different medications or hormonal therapies that you might do. It can be brought on by things like pregnancy. It can be brought on just by age and time. It's not always, the skin you've got is not necessarily the skin that you have for the rest of your life, which may be encouraging or not encouraging depending on how you feel about it. I just got the carpet. Congratulations. Don't need to kill the duck 22 times a day anymore. Congrats. Ship a Theseus every couple years anyway. Yeah. Congratulations. Happy for you. I I think you're trolling me, but just in case you've misunderstood, I am not pregnant. We were discussing different things that can change the way your skin health is. And pregnancy is just an example. I wouldn't hold your breath for that one. Friend of mine got the man the first kill. Not a farmer. Happy you got it. Nice. Thought we were gonna get a baby squirrel. I got a puppy. Name him Jeff Cash. Goodness gracious. All I need is a spring shirt to keep getting the other Mog. The Mog dupes are apparently the thing that's gonna drive me nuts. And I would rather that be the case than, like, not be able to get the mount forever and ever. This is probably a preferable outcome, but man, it's pretty tilting to get a piece of Mog when it's not the last one that you need, or the last couple that you need. The dupes are no fun. Jeff Cash sounds like a crypto app. You can get the loot box at level 60. 60 is the threshold for the blue loot box. If you're just after the transmog, you can actually farm that out of the green loot boxes as well, so you could use sub 60s to farm for it. And I guess if it comes to it, I'll start doing that. Helm, dress, chest, belt, pants, boots. Yeah, you're right. I thought it was 5 for some reason, but you're right, it is 6. There we go. New crypto from Amazon. Oh dear. I'm missing 3 items, I believe. I'm missing belt, dress, and pants. I have hat, shirt, and boots already. Oh, we got belt! So now I'm just missing dress and pants. That was like my 5th hat. My goodness. Well, thank you. Yeah, so we just need pants for this set, and then we need the hat, or the robe for the other one. That's right. Alright, well, we got more characters. I never remember how many of my characters are Horde until they do something like this. The desert really stands out. prefer Duratar. I think I prefer Elwyn, but I don't know why. Duratar is certainly easier to dragon ride in. So orange, yeah. Old commercials used to be kind of good. You know what I saw one of recently that is just the same as it's always been? Is I was at the movies and I saw a local commercial for a local car dealership with like a spoof. Basically like the ad was obviously filmed specifically to be shown in theaters. And those are just as corny and fun as they've ever been. Duck respawns approximately 10 minutes, but you can use Group Finder to share and join spawns. Long-running Portland radio ad for Shane Company, been the same since like 1990. Yeah, I remember that. I don't remember the details, but I remember I hated it. I don't remember why I hated it, but I hated those ads. Sorry to any fans of Shane Company. All the characters have moved to gold charts. Start my midnight farm after this. Alright, yeah, what do we do? Now you have a friend in the diamond business. Yeah. I disliked the implication that he was my friend. I disliked the implication that I should have any interest in diamonds. I don't know. Finished my Dungeon Mounts farm a few months ago. Nice. Aren't diamonds your best friend? I guess I should rephrase. I'm not like mortally against diamonds. I haven't really gone down that rabbit hole, and I feel like as long as I don't go down that rabbit hole, I can still enjoy jewelry without needing to background check it. But yeah, it's not like a business that I that I need often. Were you in a not like other girls phase back then, or am I off the mark? Like when I didn't like the diamond ads? Because I think a lot of young women go through phases of rejecting various aspects of femininity because those things have been like publicly reviled by society, so you try to distance yourself from the thing that everybody hates by being like, oh no, I'm not like that. I'm not like those stinky women with their women habits. I'm different. Please don't hate me. You know, like I've gone through that phase, like many people have. But I don't know. I don't think that's why I had a problem with the diamond thing. I just think I didn't like the fact that the Shane guy thought he was my friend. Diamonds are expensive. Cooler stones out there. Yeah. As a Geo major, diamonds are boring. No, it's not possible to get this onesie. It was a BlizzCon. It was a BlizzCon exclusive. Oh, look, a sun hat. I've never seen that before. I think the thing that is problematic about the phrase "not like other girls" is that it, one, generalizes other girls or women to be like of any specific thing, which they're obviously not. Women are not a monolith, and trying to categorize yourself as being separate from that implies that you are making judgments about the contents of that pack, right? And then I don't know. It's all murky territory. You can really bend your brain backwards around a spoon trying to sort yourself out these days. I think just I don't have any takes. I'm tired. I need a snack. I finally picked my favorite yogurt brand. This was a very difficult problem for me. So many hats, so little time. Tillamook yogurt? No. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought Tillamook stuff was just okay. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. It was fine. It's also shockingly not available in Canada. I'm gonna make some real enemies on the dairy products front today. Remember the yogurt wars of the early aughts? I don't. I remember the yogurt ads of the early aughts. Those were wild. Commercials for days for gut yogurt. Oh, I see. The yogurt brands go into battle with each other. Those were always so funny because they're... when I was a kid and I was watching those, I didn't understand what they were getting at because they were beating around the bush. I didn't know what regular meant in that context. I didn't know why all of these women were standing in the kitchens, in their activewear, like, putting their hands over their tummies. I thought that maybe they were with child. I did not understand. But yeah, I got some fancy granola that was on sale, and then I got some yogurt that I liked. So I'm happy. I don't know how to heal myself in a Demon Hunter. I guess I just don't. I think I'm going to be still farming this boss for more days than just today. Just to try to get the rest of the Mog. Is that... Are you guys still farming for the Mog? Are you guys done with the Mog? I guess I'm only like 30 odd attempts in. It's not like I've killed the thing like 100 times. Mog's been done. Got it before the carpet. Got the Mog multiple times by the mount drop, but got the Mog before the mount drop. Okay. I can't tell if I'm lucky or unlucky then, because I have the mount. I got it today. Twice over. I need I need more Mog. Learned that there's a belt. Gotta go back to Mog farming. Yeah, I wonder if it's because I wasn't hyper grinding tunes in the first 2 days before the mount drop rate got hot fixed up. That's probably one of the things that happened. Kitty cat. Metamorph on 5 gives you a lot of leech. Huh. Amazed some of you guys have 40 plus 70 ults. Yeah, that's pretty impressive. I've got 17 and that feels like too many. Decent amount of people here. Is the egg coming up anytime soon? I've gotten lazy about looking for the egg when I can just look for a group finder group. Keep wanting to make another tune, but already have at least one of every class, so I can't choose. That's the part where I just start making more of the classes that I like. I don't think that they were saying anything about whether or not the mount dropped for sub 60. They were just impressed that some people have a lot of 70s. I thought that statement just stood alone. Don't know how you manage 5 priests. The class of most of my alts is kind of irrelevant. If the alt is for something like this, it doesn't really matter what class it is or how many characters of that class I have. I am almost never gearing more than one of the same class or spec in a season. I just might have extras for I might have extras for the sake of like farming. Pally is 56, powering through some time walking to get to 60 for another attempt. Nice. Dragonflight had me go from 4 max tunes to 13. I'm curious as to what the leveling 70 to 80 for alts is going to be like in War Within. If it's because most of the time in an expansion, I'll get like maybe one character leveled right away, or at least within the first week or so. I don't usually no life it, but you know, I'll get my first character leveled, and then I'll play that for a couple weeks, and then I'll maybe get like my next alt up sometime within the first patch, but like sort of mid patch, and then the rest of my alt library, I don't do that until like. like a year in, right? Like until there's something that makes it faster to level through the endgame levels, and it takes ages. It takes so long. Any eggies? How do you feel about the wondrous wave whisker? I like it a lot. It's a cute map. Oh. Stepped on it. I figure I should do my part if I'm joining groups. I should also list them whenever I have a duck spawn up. Every other question during Mount Tuesdays was, why do you have so many priests? Or why do you have 4 druids? I think the thing that really took a couple people for a turn was the concept of having like 5 priests and like no monks, like having duplicates of certain classes before having any of other classes. Like even now I have something like 5 priests, like I have a handful of priests and druids and hunters each. I have no mages. I have not a singular mage. And it doesn't bother me right now. It might eventually when I need to get like the mage class now, but that definitely doesn't compute for everybody. How are you dragon riding on a TBC map? It's the mount is called the Grotto Netherwing Drake, and it's a dragon riding mount that they added in Dragonflight. It's not the TBC Drake specifically. Didn't have any DHs, multiple priests, hunters, druids. Hi, Mr. Sonic Gen. I hope you're having a lovely day. I am doing the boss for Transmog. We got the mount already. Twice, as it happens today. And I'm now running slowly out of characters to try and get the last couple pieces of the Transmog set. I'm also doing a snappy mini stream today because I have to leave early. Someday, the Hazel Pally will rise again. I remember, was he a prop pally? I couldn't have been Ren. He definitely wasn't holy. He must have been a prop pally. It was a trading post reward, but they later added it back into the game at the end of some Amir Drusilla quest line, maybe even the campaign, because they did make it available again. And then the trading, having gotten it during the trading post time, gave you a trading post specific color of it. Prop it you leveled mostly as Holy Pally. Huh. Was during the campaign. Yeah. Viranoth side quest. That's the thing. That's the trick. So you can still go back and do that. You can get it. You won't have all of the you won't have all of the possible colors for it. There's no such thing as a necessary color. You won't have all the possible colors for it, but you can still get them out. Green skin locked. Mm-hmm. So the mount drops from the quest. On a 60+ character, you get a blue loot-filled basket from the quest item that you pick up from the boss. You can do that once per day per character, and that's the thing that has a chance at the mount. There was an incredibly brief boosted ret that hardly saw a Mog run. Then the prot you leveled. Boosted ret? Do you have Twitter/X? Technically, yes. Practically, no. I think it's probably been a year or more since I've posted anything there. I don't use it. I post things not very often, but if I have anything to say, I post it to my Discord. I post it to my YouTube. YouTube has a post feature. And then if I cancel streams, I sometimes will just change the stream title. Randomly found your old plant blog a little while ago. Yeah. Good times. I don't know what I was trying to accomplish with that, but I had a lot to say about that particular type of plant, I suppose. Sometimes I feel like at the end of my life, my overall legacy is going to be like the contents of a junk drawer. It's just going to be a little bit of a lot of pretty unconnected things. Not a lot of any one thing, but some forgotten blog page about plants. Adeniums specifically. I'm in this group. Aw, that's very sweet. Thank you. Hi, Ripsy. Listen, maybe this is the lucky one. Maybe we're about to get the dress. Although I almost want to get the pants first, because if I get the dress first, I'm not going to want to keep farming for the pants. Any luck? No. Not that time. We're going to do another 20 minutes or so, and then I should make sure I leave myself enough time to get ready before I leave. So, other characters do not have a chance at the mount. But they don't need it, because I have the mount. We're just after transmog. Solo Self-On Hunter done? Yeah, I think so. I got it to 20, and then I got busy and lost interest. So this character cannot dragon ride. But she can fly. She's also wearing a Virgie Blackheart's handsome hat. That's confusing. When will Blizzard... Oh, I think that might be a typo. Not wear trousers. For a moment I thought, what do you mean? You can absolutely wear trousers. There is a Hearthstone for Noble Garden. It's not new. It's the existing Hearthstone. You can get the mount on more than just the first kill, but your first kill has a better chance at it. But my recommendation is to use as many characters as you have. Any level 60 or higher character has a chance at the mount. I like all the special Hearthstones. Yeah, me too. I like the new one from that we got from that Hearthstone promo event they did. It's pretty cool. This is my first time doing this on a lower level character. Oh hey, I found the egg. These mobs are actually like relevant to me. They're level 31 like me. Wish Blows would make a separate tab. Yeah. Tome of Teleportation is a great add-on that can kind of help with that. Oh, I'm in Chromie time, so there's nobody even here. What if I can't kill it? I don't know if I'm going to be able to kill it. I'm not even in a damage spec. Okay. I'm about to discover some mechanics that I've never heard of before. Doesn't seem to hurt that bad, so that's something. Whoa. I think a lot of activity is going to be on the higher level characters on account of those ones being the ones that can get the mount. I'm kind of falling behind on the ducks over here. Your personal duck. It's okay, we're getting him. This is fun. I need to remember I have mouse over casting on, so if I want to refresh a dot on somebody. Here, I'm gonna set that person as a focus. So I can like keep an eye on healing them. We'll give them a buff. This better drop your mog. I have a feeling I'm on my way to one very strongly earned, brightly colored egg. And a lesson about Chromie time. At least I can help keep up with the ducks. What server is this? Lightbringer. But I'm in Chromie time, so it's pretty empty. I'm lucky that another person came along, or else I would be less far progressed along Dayton's health bar. We've gotten down to 25%. That's pretty exciting. It's a big duck. No, I haven't restored any of those characters. There's a couple people in Twitch chat that will give me a hard time for not restoring them every now and again, but I've been perfectly fine. Oh, here we go. Well, maybe it's a good thing that I'm in healing spec. Lots of my friends are West Coast. Yeah. West Coast. Best Coast. You know it's true because it rhymes. Hey look, I leveled! Wow. Would you look at that? Yeah, you get some bonus experience for it. That's good. I would like one dress, please. Oh, you know what I should do is I should send that to my evoker. Although my evoker doesn't really need it anymore. I was gonna do it so that she could get an easier time whenever I'm working on the meta achievement and I need to play my old main, but what if she's done? Alright. One brightly colored egg. No, vote for the pants. I got nothing. Alright, what else we got? That was my level 32 character. I have a Bangal. It's level 10. The rest of these characters are gonna have like a harder time even getting there because they're like sub 20. Worked so hard for that egg. Plater for enemy nameplates. Some of these are just name placeholders. I haven't played them at all. Yeah, Krabby's and Starboy. And Mollywobble. Here, let's do Mollywobble. Where are they? Just made a bunch of mechanomes. Mm-hmm. Alright, well.
'Cause I don't know. 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 '
Molly Wobble's got a theme, that's for sure. She's Molly Wobble Ma Walker because I liked the alliteration of it. The Molly Wobble Ma Walker, the Mistweaver. Let's chat with Chromie real quick, just in case. No, not specifically from that. Present timeline. There we go. You sound like a Murloc saying that. Yeah, Tome of Teleportation. So this is the... Oh, hang on. Don't have it turned on in this character. You can make a macro that's /TELE that pulls up the interface once you have the add-on. And what it does is it can put all of your different teleports that are available to that character on one interface that looks like this. So there's different options for it. This is right now using, I think, a random Hearthstone. If you uncheck that, it's going to show you all of your different cosmetic Hearthstones. But if you do random, then it'll have just one button for your Hearthstone. I can see that I can also get to the Black Temple with my Fractured Necrolite Skull, Dalaran Garrison, and then Zen Pilgrimage. The available teleports will be different depending on what kind of teleports a character has. Like if they have a teleport cloak or rings, maybe they have class teleports or something like that, they'll all be on there. Dungeon portals, that kind of thing. Got the mount on my 5th try for today. Now all I need from the boss is the belt for the transmog. Nice. Yeah, I don't know if this is worth doing on like level, like sub. They're so slow. Oh, they're so slow. I mean, they'll get experience from it, but I wasn't really in a hurry to level this. I can't say it was top of my priority list. Once they're there, you can do it every day. Yeah, but you have to go back and forth between the duck nest and the turn-in, which is not a big deal when you can drag and ride, but when you're on a ground mount, it kind of sucks. I'm hoping I can get the rest of the transmog before the event ends. It'd be nice. Set your Hearthstone to Goldshire? Yeah, it's a good idea. I mean, you could delete your regular Hearthstone and save the bag space with just one cosmetic Hearthstone toy. You don't need all of them for that. But I want to collect. Well, by all means. Gotta make sure we have the 8-slot bags equipped. Alright, Lion's Pride in. You want to collect 1,000,000 plunder? Best of luck to you. You don't get why Blizzard introduced another event RNG mount? Hope they do more plunder streams and I'll get 1,000,000 plunder over time. Yeah. I want them to do more of them, but I don't want them all to be pirate themed. That's my problem. I want them to do more of them with different themes. It doesn't have to be plunder. It could be gardening store. Glad they're still updating old holidays. Yeah, it's nice that they get some attention every now and then. Maybe I'm just easily pleased. Take it from me, easily pleased is not a bad way to live your life. It means a lot less disappointment. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I will make it! Haha! And there are level 70s around. Yeah, okay. So I'm not doomed like I was on my last character. Not that we were doomed. It was just a bit of a project killing. I want them to have a lower max level and better hit. Anyone know how bad luck protection works in Season 4? Will it reset or continue? Oh, for the legendaries? That is a good question. I don't know. Alright, so we pick this up, and we can use her Hearthstone. Because she's Maw Walker, Molly Wobble, the Mistweaver monk, she can use her her Maw-themed Hearthstone. Everything for the event acquired. Now just need to come back once a year for the next 5 years for the other duck colors. What I thought was very funny is I was poking around online and I heard quite a few people like debating whether or not Blizzard's phrasing on the duck color thing meant that we would be able, like, Blizzard said that you're intended to be able to get the other duck colors in future events. And some people interpret that to mean every year with Noble Garden, and some people think that there's going to be other events that might offer duck disguiser colors. And I thought that was like very funny because, or not funny, a little funny, because I like technically it's a possibility, but it just seems like a stretch. The only way I see them doing that is if they get so much backlash about the duck color thing that they like invent places to put duck color options outside of Noble Garden, but it's like it seems like a Noble Garden toy. Like, I don't know. I don't feel like the phrasing was left open to be. Oh look, a sun hat. I don't know how many of those I've collected, but the answer is a few too many. Duck versions of all the events. All right. I don't think I have time to finish another one. I know that it's been like a real short stream today, but we'll do a proper length one tomorrow. I'm gonna wrap even a little extra early just to make sure that I am not rushed for time. Duck disguiser for the 1,000 vote bash. But I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow will be Friday. We'll have a fun Friday stream. I've still got some transmog to collect, so I see some duck farming in our future. Thank you all very much for joining me today. I really appreciate it, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.